name show. Make that the name show. I don't come out about. You don't come out the name. You know.
On the 7th of September, Christopher Ini, a manager of a clearing and forwarding agency in Akwa Ibom State, was returning back from work with a very, beautiful looking Toyota Matrix. As he was driving through Ikot Abasi Road, he saw a soldier in his uniform, and the soldier's name, Stephen Iwu. Now, if there's one thing you know about Nigerians, as much as they keep saying that Nigerians are bad, Nigerians are the only ones who can give you a lift. Like, they stop by the road, they see a woman who is suffering and standing under the sun, they'll give a lift and all of that. We do that a lot in Nigeria. Overseas, you don't see that. Nobody trusts anyone to do that. And so Christopher Ini was coming back driving alone in his beautiful Toyota Matrix, okay, all worn up with his AC and music, gospel music playing inside. And he saw this soldier, Stephen Iwe, standing by the roadside. He stopped just to give Stephen Iwe, a lift. Now, I remember when I was growing up in Nigeria, how you might be standing by the roadside to take a ride. Some people who are going far will stop and give you a ride because they want company. But in this case, this man saw a soldier who is doing everything within his power to protect, the people and the country, and decided to stop and give him a lift. Now, when he gave this man a lift, as they were going, at some point, maybe whatever happens, maybe the car was too good to belong to Christopher or whatever. For no reason, there was no altercation whatsoever. He pulled his trigger and, shot this man, that he shot Christopher that dead for no reason, dragged his body out of the car and drove off with the Toyota Matrix. Now, people discovered Christopher's body by the road, but there was no vehicle. Investigations kept ongoing, and they traced the vehicle to the soldier, Stephen Iwe. At that time, he was already chilling in a hotel with his, girlfriends and enjoying the money, because he drove this car straight to a place where he sold it. He drove the car straight to a place where he sold the car. Yes. Now, when they investigated and they found out that he was the one who carried the car and sold the car, they now started pressing in, asking questions, investigations upon investigations. And when he found out that he was so trapped in a way that he could never come out of it, he now confessed that he shot, because they saw a bullet wound by the neck from the back, close range, okay? They knew that he was shot. And when they tested his own rifle, okay, the forensic and everything, they tested his rifle, because at first he was denying. He even denied that. He denied being, anywhere close to the car from the very beginning. But where he went to sell this car, the people they arrested the car from mentioned his name. He sold it to somebody who eventually sold it to another person. And so they now tested his a rifle with the mark on the neck of, Christopher Ini and all of that. Everything came together that he had been he was the one who shot this man. They asked him why. They asked him why. It was such a senseless killing. Somebody who gave you a ride So they kept on investigating. They were asking why he did it. He had no reason. The only reason why he did it was greed. To get the man's car and sell, he needed to solve his financial problems. He was owing a lot of debt, and he was owing rent for his wife and family and all of that. And so because of all this financial pressure on him, he decided to take an innocent man's life, somebody who opted to help you. And that was the only wrong that Christopher Ini did. And the case has been dragging from that time, and just recently, Christopher Ini was sentenced to by hanging, was sentenced to death by hanging. And this is the actual footage of Christopher Ini, okay? Yes, the actual footage of Christopher, the actual footage of Christopher Ini and the actual footage of, Stephen Iwe, who has been sentenced to death by hanging. That's why we need to be very, very careful. Careful with people around you. You have no business stopping to give anyone a lift when you are alone. People are wicked. The heart of man, they say, is desperately wicked. Please subscribe, share, turn on the post notification bell.